In everything we do,
in
we must
MIddleton
have the Almighty with
last
us.
week, it was
Today,
called to order
we
by
are here at Mr. Lincoln Tobin
Mr.
Olin.
Steve Wright
And the reason
Dixon,
why we have selected
CDJP,
this farm
a
here,
farmer
Mr.
myself.
Lincoln Tobin is a motivator.
A farmer
And
was
I know
being
that anything him
launched
do,
out
the
into
farmers of
the field.
Soho, Middleton,
This is as a
Olin Valley
farmer to
always follow
please their
his wise
farmers.
judgment. Today, we are going to deal mainly with shade and shade management, pruning, and soil conservation method. These are the three things we're going to really tackle today. And farmers, I hope that by now all the machines are well sharpened, the power saw is ready to go, the women are ready to help to remove the limbs in the field. So without any further ado, we are going to ask Mr. Sheriff to come and just explain to you briefly the purpose of this field day and work day. Mr. Sheriff, I'm together for my officer. He's from St. Catherine, and matter of fact, he was in the parish this morning from 6:30. And I want to say that farmers, today is your day. And I was going to ask Mr. O.B. O'Brien from the head office to say a few words. So O.B., put your hand together. He's from Kingston, the head office.
Morning again, everybody.
Morning.
My name is O'Brien Spence. I am the Regulatory Compliance Inspector for cocoa, coconut, and the spices. At Jackra, we have several departments and we regularize several crops. So the 7 crops are coffee, cocoa, coconut, pimento, nutmeg, ginger, and turmeric. My role in that is where persons go into value-added production. That is processing. For cocoa, it would be fermentation. For coffee, it would be the hulling, the drying, and all of those stuff. So I'm the person that goes to the factories, do the inspection, make my recommendations. So if anybody has any questions as to how they can do their fermentation, the drying of their turmeric or boiling, then drying, the drying of their ginger, stuff like that, the equipment that you would need, how to set up your factory space, etc. Once you want to step into value processes, I'm one of those persons that would come in, give you advice, then carry out the inspection to ensure that you're complying with the regulations of JACRA and the international standards. So again, you guys can be able to export and get good money for your produce. Again, at JACRA, you guys are really familiar with the advisory team, but there are several other departments. We have a legal department that does the licensing and permits. We have a research department that carry out the different researches and new products in terms of pesticides and stuff like that. And then they work closely with the advisory team to do leaf rust, plant production, data, cost of analysis, all of that. You have the compliance unit, as I explained in my role earlier. You have the accounts unit and several other persons. So like he said, I'm from head office. We don't usually come out in this fashion, but I'm here today to learn just as you guys, and so I can apply the knowledge further down in the line. Thank you.
Much. And we're going to now move into the field. Let me just introduce Mr. Jeremy Hines. He's the officer from St. Andrew. And we're going to divide into 2 or 3 groups. Mr. God Mullins is here, our advisor officer, and we're going to divide in coffee group and cocoa group in the field. We're going to use machete, power saw, and pruning saw. So Mr. Mullins is going to, along with Mr. Sheriff, is going to take charge of the cocoa here. Myself and Mr. Hines will take care of the coffee. So I'm saying that we're going to do shade reduction, pruning, and soil conservation. When we chop down the trees, then we're going to turn them across horizontally. And then we move back for lunch, and then we have a closing session. I just want to welcome also my own just a piece. You know him, Mr.
Benny.
Mr. Bennett. He's done a very good job in the Golden Valley area. And I know that Miss McPherson is just a piece for up here, and Mr. Scott. Okay? So you don't have a problem with just a piece up here.
No.
Yeah, well taken care of. So Mr. Mullins, you're going to lead your team in charge of the cocoa era along with your power saw, pruning saw, and machete. So farmers, and the lady is going to assist in the pea sanitation aspect. So, the guy wants something? One team, we're going to go with Mr. Mullins and Mr. Sheriff with the cocoa section. One team is going to go with myself and Mr. Hines, the coffee section. Okay? And then we regroup. So at the end of the day, this is going to be a new plantation. And also, you are entitled to get a share of a profit from Mr. Lincoln Tobin next year. Okay? All right, thank you very much. So we're going to move.
Anyway, man. No, man. Coffee, man. Coffee, please. Ladies. Coffee. Yeah, what is that, sugar? Yeah, man. Is Brooke? Come here. Come here, move up here. Where did you go? General.
Somebody, where are you going?
Coco, going on there. Alright, so Coco over this side. Just over this side.
Somebody, where are you going? Cup or coffee? This side.
That's why me take this work.
Go out toward them.
That's why me take this work. That's why me take the work. That is ready to work. Can I feel all that? I can feel one chop off and pull up. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, man. Like, I went to know you put them up. Oh, I can't put them on top of the tent. Someone, go your team, man.
Let's see if we can go.
All right,
Sure, me go. How far we can go with it?
Chop your root like something.
We're going to see.
Where's that?
I am very.
I know, man. 100. All right. Oh, yeah, and the criminal, what bad stuff on it? Oh, yeah, and the criminal, what deal? You got my family, do that, you know. You know, that one.
My big, my big pussy no, man. I'm a buy for my people.
You know, so the whole of our friend boy, them are coming out. They wicked, they are wicked, the people, they never come to us with a wife. Trust me, brother, we can't manage them.
Every time you come, I make we start out to one, you know. We tell us every come, make we start out to one.
Well, you know, tell you, say, you say, you see boy, then I'm going to help them. Bring the rough boy, then. Yeah. I see it to the time where I just think they got to it for us. Yeah. I just coolest thing when God ever create for us, brother Wally. When I wouldn't want to be stuck with that. When you know to go so far. When you to go so far.
Alright, so morning here. Alright, well actually the right tool is supposed to use is a machine. So you use a machine or you use a roll cut, that's called sticker cut. Right. So the purpose now, this shade is not really ideal for growing cocoa. This is for young plant stage, but not for a mature tree. Because actually, this type of shade is actually, I would say, 60-70%. This is where you need to grow the cocoa from a younger stage. What you need right now is to remove this field, you need to remove that excess shade to allow at least 80% sunlight to come in. So you're not going to get much bearing. Alright, so the first shade, what you see this going to do, so you call weed control. So you're going to underbrush and make sure you don't have no obstacle, anything in place to let you trip or you have easy access. Alright. Alright, you notice these cocoa on the trees? What the gentleman did all about wrong. What Mr. Owen did was wrong. You're supposed to use a sharp or a cutting tool to go like this. You know what you did a while ago? Why? Anybody could answer why? Where boss or the big where boss or the big star? So what the kind of man got? What the limit tonight?
Focus on the mango tree.
I got show that down.
No, you. Jeremy, you can go over there. I want to sharpen those.
And then the cut down. Yeah. Alright. You notice? This is what you need to be done.
Yeah.
So there's a different material. The cut and this part. Look at it. Alright, this is done. So, first I go like this. What happens now? You allow here to rock. So this is a bad cut. You put it closer to the yes, so this is really strong. So this is what you need. You're supposed to have a clean cut. So this is gonna look like this.
Yeah, I see them man.
Alright, you notice this right here?
Yes.
It's a bad cut. Watch here, look here. So what it does, it damages the focus thing. This is what I'm saying about. This could be a rat cut. Remember earlier I told you about it doesn't make no sense to put and you don't deal with overgrown trees. But I'm not going to go further and make some things than the more detail. Alright, the part I think 60 or 1. It takes about 30 parts to give you a box. A box is 12 by 30 inches. And one box is pound, wet. Dry, 2 pounds. Alright, so the mix up is so parity now. About well, the cycle of it is a 98 cycle. Remember, no. Black part is a 70 cycle. Cross the part. Cross the part rat is from 90 to 100% their production. The bunga become like lesion, the part become bumpy. When it's a part heavier, when you try to break it, the shape, irregular shape. When you try to extract the beans are compact, that remove the beans. Yeah, so the last stage of it, the part fly out, mummified, suck out. This is room. It's not here yet. A bean grow yet. 1 year. But that affects the tree and so we don't have the bearing right at the kitchen. Inside some get this right at the kitchen and set the pot. Right, all those two fungus. with the section is there. But which is there? Not the proxy pod. Okay. So the proxy pod, it can be controlled after the cultural practices. On the side, we use on the star, which is a systemic, and a core side, which is contact. And you spray every 21 days. So what we do at Sunny Hill at the farm, we are spraying right now. By next week or two, we reach the 21 days, but we don't see any. It cannot be totally eradicated. You have to control. Just like rat, roach, and you can't kill out those. You have to control cure for it, but you have to treat it to a point. Chop again, and you crop. Reason being, you don't want to damage the beans. And when the beans go to Mr. Spence, that's where Mr. Spence comes into the inspection. Because insect will hide in it. Anyway, this is override. So, Mr. Spence will take more from here.
Right, as I said, you can actually see the germination. Right? And a very much important thing as well is the pulp. When I pick me in the sugar.
Yes, right.
Yeah, man.
So that kind of dry now.
And that is not good for fermentation. Because so this wouldn't give you a good fermentation. It wouldn't give you good beans. It'll probably give you under-fermented beans and slaty beans which are unfermented at all. So what drives fermentation? Microorganisms, bacteria, microbes, things that we can't see. That feeds on the pulp. And why it feeds on the pulp? You know, you have like a chemical reaction, releases oxygen, whatever, but it is breaking down the sugar. So it's the glucose, the fructose, sucrose, those organisms break that down. And that in itself generates heat. So if you have a fermentation bin and you put your hand in it, actually burns it because it goes up to like 60 degrees. Yeah, man. And that is just you putting it in a container and covering it with either banana leaf or jute bag, the thicker material, jute bag, right? Yeah, man. So that heat, so fermentation usually takes about 5 to 7 days. So the cocoa is exposed to that amount of heat for 5 to 7 days, and that is what basically cooks the bean. Yeah, man. And then you get that chocolate nutty flavor that you get from the normal chocolate and your chocolate tea. So, like I said, this bean will give you that good flavor, and chocolatiers wouldn't necessarily buy this. So if you're selling your cocoa beans by boxes and I come and I see a box full of this, I would recommend to the person that is buying the chocolate and to you guys as well, not to read it like this, and I would recommend them not to buy it, because this won't give you a good quality. Under ferment. Can you say these small beans, these are the ones that we can
First time. You can't do nothing now. You can't do nothing now, bro.
Yeah, want to pause out the cut. Alright. Cut. One. Alright. You see when I attempt to cut? You cut it a different way. The best way, let's do it. To go like this. What you do, reduce the weight. So, instead of making one cut, you damage the bark. So what you do, go like this. Take off the excess weight first. When you finish cut this, you put it along the land to make a contour. So that's a way of preventing soil erosion. After which, go ahead and cut further down. Now clear that one right there so you don't have an ups in your way. Cut it, reduce it. Remember no. Safety first. Anybody agree? Everybody agree? Alright. Now if you don't, take it on the case. Alright. Based on how you left hand and right hand, cut it on yourself and cut out these two. Anybody notice any difference when I cut those three? Any difference?
Light, more light.
Yeah. And also it's best when you cut at a 45-degree angle. Why? When water flows, water will run off easily. Cut this one.
That's why me I grow all the coal wood now.
I used to roast them, but I stopped. Yeah?
Bad for the bees.
You used to roast them on myself. Alright, you see? The one, where's your name again? Philippa Wallana. You need one trunk. You need one tree within the root. You don't want more than one. You do your weed control, pea sanity, you do your seed management.
That's why we should understand.
Alright. So you do pea sanitation, you do rat control, disease control. You know, all of that.
Cement and duck.
So you have to treat all the ducklands, because ducklands take to go further in and damage the trunk. Keep like we, them increase it closer, and they don't use. Alright, they don't use a machete, and they increase. They use this and harvest. So you have videos now on TikTok or online that they use the cicator and those. And those trees are winning. It's looking within their height. But one thing that give you a lot. No, it's not good. Yes, you have to keep it. Yes. This is where you call flush. This is your call flush. So when the trees are flushing, they don't prune. Yeah. Alright, one thing I need to show you are located. What do you leave are located?
Down?
No. In a whirlpool format, hold it for me. How these are located? Alternative. So this is a call a fan branch. So you don't want to bear on this. You want to bear on the trunk up to the big branch. This is a call the gamma diver. So what we're going to do, the salmon, this tree. No man, ready now man. So this tree. Yeah man, I'll go the man. This tree. Huh? No, no need. Why it's gonna come on with a list? No, no. Have to set down. And then this here. Actually, what will leave it? Set down. Yeah, man. And then this other here. Yeah. So you're gonna leave this in. You're gonna cut this plant. So when I want to cut it, cut out everything first, and then cut here. Cut out everything first, then cut here. Go ahead. Cut off little. See them early on? You sure? More here. Or you need more sunlight though? That's a lot.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Near land, sir. Hold in. I say boat I draw near land.
You know, catch me. I will just catch me. I know.
To really come out and really support Mr. Tobin today. I hope this process is a continuous one. I can say to you that in terms of shade management, it has achieved. In terms of increased production and productivity and quality, it has been achieved. So it has been a great day today. And Mr. Tobin, I want to thank you very much that you can come forward to really host us. And we from Jackra team will continue to support the farmers in good times and bad times. We at Jackra is committed to improve the standard of living of rural farm family. And I want to say that last week we had an educational tour at Jackra head office, and farmers from MIddleton and surrounding area, it was St. Thomas and all were there. And they came back in receiving, they have been graduated in the various crops that Jackra involved with, like turmeric, pimento, ginger, coffee and cocoa. Once again, Mr. Hines, you want to say a few words? He didn't get that chance this morning to say a few words. Say a few words, man. You're from St. Andrew, man. Say a few words, please.
All right, good afternoon again, everybody. It's the first time you guys are hearing my voice since morning.
No.
Over the microphone, that is. Outside of the field. Just to add to what Mr. Dixon said, because he had already given the icing on the cake, it was a day well spent. And I'm sure you all can agree to that. There was one aspect where Mr. Mullings and Mr. O'Brien spent would have been giving you some theoretical knowledge on processing of the cocoa beans, how it should look, post-harvest, pruning activities, and so on and so forth. Myself, Mr. Dixon, and Mr. Sheriff would have been on the other side, carrying out shade regulation and all of that. All right, so it was a day well spent. I think you guys were well informed. We learned from each other. We shared the knowledge. I know a lot of you guys would have saying, boy, you're doing this from your IDNE. So you have a little bit to share with us, and we have some to share with you as well. So thanks for your continued support over the years. And as a team, as a unit, as a region, the Eastern region will continue to do our best to help to improve the lives of our farmers. So I just want you guys to give yourself a big round of applause. Come on, man. Give yourself a big round of applause. It was a day well spent. And as Mr. Dixon said, each one, and so on and so forth. All right? Good, good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mullins, you want to say a few words, and then I will ask Mr. Tobin to really remove him with thanks.
Well. Afternoon all. All right. As what Mr. Sheriff mentioned earlier, when we started out, we went on several farmers holding then. So when we started out, we deal with coffee, cocoa. Well, we went on, what again, Mr. Dixon? Pimento. So it's a mixture. So actually, you know, from there, so we decided that we could extend and invite farmers. Normally we would invite RADA representative, which they participate in other events. Oh, we even did one with ginger, how to do the single bud technology. We call it SBT. So instead of planting the full rhizome, you do it in small nodes. Right. So from here on, each one, as what Mr. Hines said, each one teach one. So it's the aspect where we go out, we tell you, it's like, we call it group work, or we call it partner.
Round robin.
Round robin, right. So it's something similar to that where we go around. So the next step now, we plan to go Golden Valley. We have other farmers' field to visit. We have St. Andrew area to go next. So we appreciate it. Thank you all for coming out. And it was a day well spent. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lincoln Tobin, or Deacon Tobin. But farmers, also on your behalf, we want to thank Mr. Fagan from TVJ to be here.
Yes.
He always traveled through the length and breadth of St. Thomas with us. Even at Kingston, he were there with us. And he also makes sure that St. Thomas continue to be on the map in terms of St. Thomas.
Yes, man.
So Fagan, well done, sir. We appreciate you. Always a person on time. This morning was up from 6 o'clock waiting on Mr. Hines and Mr. Sherry. But he understand. Put your hand together for your own Deacon Lincoln Tobin.
Good afternoon, farmers.
Yes, that's okay.
How are you all doing? Today was a lovely day.
Yes.
I'm thankful to Jackra, Mr. Dixon and the team, you know, because they have helped me today. I had a piece of place I remember where you really want to cut down. Long time, eh? Just go over. They're supposed to be on the road. Right? So, you have come and you have helped me to make it look light.
Yes.
You know, it look light.
In the true sense of the
Because,
word.
yeah, man, because many hands make it light, you know? And I'm thankful to you farmers because you have really done something good for me today, you know? And thanks to Jack Rod that has, you know, organized something like this today, which I'm very, very much appreciated, you know, because I had a little pimento in it that needs some light. The cocoa them that also needed some light, and so them get some light today.
And the pimento and cocoa you got from Jackra.
Jackra,
Yes, man.
all right.
Yes,
So,
man. Mr. Dixon.
so you know, we are thankful, and so just want to say thanks to everyone who participated today, and it was a lovely day, you know. And even though the rider officer didn't get to reach here yet, they were on their way, but they had some vehicle trouble. That's why they aren't here as yet. So nonetheless, we can pick them up. So if they come see the crowd, you know, you know, we make sure. You know, so thankful. Thanks.
And last,
Okay. Yeah. And the farmers say they enjoy the food too.
wow.
Alright?
Yes,
Good.
yes. Pick up the chef.
Yeah, so thanks to the chef. You know. Okay then. Thank you very much.
At this, because it's something I like to say wherever I go and whenever I interact with farmers. Farmers, you are the most important persons here. I said this yesterday and I'm saying it again. And I always say it wherever I go. Without the farmers, there wouldn't be a need for a Jackra. Without the farmers, there wouldn't be a need for a RADA. The chemical companies, the fertilizer companies, the Ministry of